that expertise.
Not my fault. Clinton's memoir, Hard Choices, comes out tomorrow. Well, joining us now, Carrie Sheffield, a contributor to Forbes and former White House political director under President George W. Bush, Matt Schlapp, to the A-team here to, I mean, there's enough fodder there, I would imagine, for our team to have their say. Let's talk about the Benghazi thing first before we get to Bill and Hillary being broke. Hillary making the point, look, I don't understand the inner workings of how the embassy and the surrounding buildings were set up. I leave all of that to my experts. That's what they're hired to do. Carrie, I'll begin with you. But what does that say? Hey, it wasn't my fault.
No, it's basically let them eat blueprints. I mean, it's basically saying, you know what, the buck does not stop here. Yeah. It basically says, I was not a leader here. I did not show leadership here. And basically, the underlings under me weren't good enough. And who are you to question me? That's essentially what she's saying. Yeah,
Matt, I mean, what's blueprints got to do with it? It was a situation that was clearly ignored. They were given warnings about it. It was blamed on this obscure, internet video. Right. And yet we have Hillary saying, well, I can't read blueprints. That's why we pay people to do it. What's that got to do with it?
Yeah, I think details matter. And when you have people's lives at stake, and these are people that work for you in the most dangerous parts of the world, the details, and you ought to be briefed. And we still don't know what the president was told. We don't know what Hillary Clinton was told leading up to these attacks. Remember, these attacks occurred on September 11th. It wasn't that shocking that that places in Libya where our ambassador would be could be a place where terrorist attacks could occur. I mean, this is not something that's too wild to think about. They should have had a plan. They didn't have one, and I think she's going to need to testify.
And how about this revelation that she and Mr. Clinton were broke, in debt? When they left the White House. Doesn't speak very well to her financial savvy, does it?
Well, I can't really blame Hillary Clinton for the reason that they were in debt. They were in debt because her husband decided to do some inappropriate things with an intern, and he had a lot of controversies leaving the White House, including all those pardons that happened at the end. So, yeah, they were broke, but they were broke because her husband acted inappropriately, and they went out and it had to buy $2 million houses or multi-million-dollar houses instead of one, and then the long, sad story just continues. I just don't know how they did it.
I don't know how they did it, too, because Bill, Carrie, has earned over $100 million
yeah, well, since they left the exactly. I mean, $100 million. Like, it's one thing paying your legitimate costs, your family, what have you, but $100 million, I mean, who needs that? And this is the party that says, we are the party of the people. We are the people that fight against Wall Street. And then Hillary goes and collects these exorbitant fees from Goldman Sachs. Yeah. And, people in banana republics go into government to make money. In America, you're supposed to go into government to make a difference. Yeah. That's not what's happening here. I mean, a generation ago, we had JFK saying, ask what you can do for your country. Hillary is saying, ask what your country can do for me.
Yeah, bring in the cash.
No.
Let's switch gears a bit. Carrie, let me begin with you. The VA hearing, we were just speaking to a congresswoman just a few minutes ago. Another hearing on this getting underway right now. In fact, we have live pictures of it. The more these audits are done and the more information we get, it is an absolute disaster. And as I said to the congresswoman, this picture is uglier and uglier, tip of the iceberg. I mean, how can this be fixed? It's not going to be cheap.
Well, I tell you, this is government health care in action, and this is what we're going to see. Obamacare, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I can't agree more.
Obamacare and what's going on with the VA.
I mean, when you have government running the show like this, you have incompetence, you have a lack of incentives. I mean, people have made proposals here that we need to, privatize, we need to have vouchers, we need to allow the veterans to be able to choose their care. And I think that's going to create a much better functioning system here.
Matt, weigh in on that. They made their choice, the veterans, and a lot of them were just flatly ignored. They never got any first-time care.
Yeah, the reason why we have a veterans health care system is because we actually wanted to treat our veterans in a special manner. And what we actually are seeing, Carrie's exactly right, is the precursor to Obamacare, and the fact that bigger government, expensive government, does not result in better services for customers. And what's going to happen with Obamacare is frightening. And actually, we're seeing the most liberal president of our lifetimes tax and spend, talk about more government authority and control, and look what it results in. The consumer getting treated poorly. And it's got to stop, and it's going to stop when Republicans start winning elections again.
Let's talk about immigration, because we did a story earlier in the broadcast. It's this quite mind-blowing situation on the Arizona border where literally 50,000 unaccompanied children have shown up and are literally being put in warehouses, much to the chagrin of California Governor Brewer, because she had no idea this was going on, this was being created. The question is, are the policies of this country leading to situations like this where it's an easy touch? If you can get to the United States, you'll find a way in, and then you'll be able to eventually get citizenship. Are we putting out the red carpet, and it's not the children's fault, that's for sure, or are they just being forced here through violence in their home country? I mean, what response should we have to something like this? Matt?
Look, I think we're a charitable country. We do put the red carpet out to immigrants, but the problem here is that there's an abuse of the system. This is another example where our immigration system is flat out broken and busted, and we've got to fix it. We have a problem with people overstaying their visas, and we have a problem like what we're reading in the headlines today, where people are just coming over the border. Now we have kids coming over the border, and there's instability in the region, but we've got to fix this system. We've got to pass legislation and fix the system, as it's going to get worse and worse.
All right, very quickly, Carrie, we're out of time already.
No, sure. No, actually, well, what is very sad about this and scary is that Governor Brewer had to find out about this from the media.
That's right.
Not from the administration. Right. And if you look at the kids, where are they coming from? They're coming from Guatemala, Honduras. They're not coming from Mexico, which is where immigrants were coming before, because Mexico has recovered, its economy has recovered through private sector reforms. I mean, this is a textbook case of we need private sector reforms all over the world, and this is